Hello everyone, welcome to my budget setup for May 2026. This is the spreadsheet that I use every single month. Reason why I use a spreadsheet is because for me it's a lot easier to manipulate the numbers, do projections, and then also just to keep myself organized. I find that I manipulate my budget several times during the last week of the previous month, so writing things down on paper wouldn't work for me. It'd just be way too much erasing, so it's easier for me to just work with an Excel spreadsheet. This is an Excel spreadsheet that I created, and at the top in the red you see all my bills. What you'll notice for May is I'm not paying rent at all. So my rental situation is one where I pay into a family trust, and I had a little talk with my family, and I was really nervous because I've never ever in my life ever asked for this before, and I was really shocked that my family said it was okay. So I'll probably never ask again but this time I got lucky and agreed that I don't have to pay rent for this month, and I'll just have to pay it back at another time. So that actually frees up $2,275 for me. I have a bank cushion of $20. My bank fees to keep my checking account open is $5. $13 to Apple, that's for storage and everything else. $6 to Stash, which is investing in gold. CVS, $6. Fidelity is going to be getting $100 this month because I had to raid my high yield savings, which I said I would never do, but I had an emergency with Southern California Edison again, but I am building it back up. And then Self Inc is just like a credit card. Now those are my bills. All of this money stays in the bank. $1,383 will stay in the bank. And those are all bills. Everything else I cash stuff. So this month I am able to cash stuff a total of $2,988. Our maintenance got completely depleted. My battery died on me and I had to go get a new battery with the installation and the fee to get rid of the battery. It came to $385. I only had $150 saved up for an oil change, so that's gone. And the rest of the money had to come out of my emergency fund. So there's that. Starting all over again. Hopefully I can get an oil change next month before I go camping. Kiddos, $25. My copay is getting $20. Parking will get $55. Nothing toward Visa because that's over here, but I'm not going to take it out in cash. Everything over here is cash. And then I do have a work trip coming up to Sacramento in June. So I'm gonna give myself $40 to start with and then more money next month before I go. I'm still paying back Lauren for the last time Southern California Edison did it to me, and still paying back Dad, but he gets a full $355. Okay, here's what's up. So what's up is I was actually on a payment plan, I just didn't know it. And so what happens is, let's say my bill is $80 a month and I'm only paying $28, then I'm responsible for the remainder of that bill 1 year later. So 1 year later, I owed them $276. Yeah, so I was hemorrhaging money in the month of April, which I did not anticipate at all. Well, the guy on the phone said, did the last person not explain that to you? Because we've had a lot of complaints about that. And I was like, yes, I did not know that. And he said, well, why don't you just pay the full $80 a month? And I said, you know what? Keep me at the $28 a month. and I will handle the remainder when the 1 year comes around. So I'm making a new envelope called SCE. SCE is going to be a new envelope in my annual bills binder. And so my annual bills binder is getting a full $440. This exit or extra payment, I did say that I was going to start making extra payments on my vehicle, so I'm actually not going to start that yet. And you're probably thinking, why, Christine? Why wouldn't you do that? You don't have to pay your rent. I have my reasons, and I'll explain that. And then vacation binder is getting $81. And that'll take us up to $340. Here's where the money is really going, everyone. Okay, so my Ultimate Savings Challenge binder is getting $89. $29 of that goes to the 53-week challenge. My personal binder, I have to start saving up for my birthday because I wasn't going to go out of town, but I've decided that I will take my trip to Palm Springs like I did last year, so I need to start saving up for that. So my personal binder is going to get $235. Also, a lot of this money is going toward fitness. My celebrations binder is getting $120. Both my mom's birthday and Mother's Day is in May. Here's where the money's going, you guys. Look at this. Month ahead binder, $714. I feel like I just need to do the most when it comes to my month ahead binder because I don't like the way the world is going right now. And I felt like, do I want to give the money to pay off my car now, or can I wait to pay my car down and then just really have a nice nest egg now? And I decided, let me work on my month ahead binder. So that's where a lot of the money's going. And then my Tiny Tuesday is getting its normal $45. My emergency savings got completely depleted. It now has $8 in it, and I'm going to put $192 to at least bring it back up to $200. And this money that is now going to be in my month ahead binder is going to be moved to my high yield savings account. So for this month, my high yield savings, so I will finally have reached my $1,000 threshold that I wanted in my emergency fund, and I'm really excited about that. I'm sorry, in my high yield savings account, and I'm super excited about that. And that will allow me to kind of slow down on my month ahead binder and put that money toward other things that I need to start paying off now. So that is what May looks like. Again, this is something I do on my computer too. I have all the formulas here so that when these get added up automatically, the totals here. So for example, you can see the formula there. So, you know, as I put the amounts in here, I get the number there. And as long as this cash withdrawal matches this here, I know that I've done it correctly. So there you go, everyone. Let's get into my planner so you can see me set up my bills planner for the month. Welcome back to my desk area, everyone. It is literally the last day of the month. I got paid already. I already went to the bank. And let me just share this with you because it was kind of crazy. You know when you're a cash stuffer, right? And you plan everything to the dollar, how much you're gonna get, right? I gave my teller slip. This is my April teller slip. I do have a May teller slip available in my coffee shop. I gave the guy this and he was like, I love it. This is so great. And then he's like, oh, I'm sorry. I don't have 11 $50 bills. I only have 2 $50 bills. And I was like, in the whole bank. And then he looked at the other teller and she was like, no, I don't have any 50s. And I was like, what? What? Like, it's the last day of the month. How do you not have 50s? So he was like, here's what I can do. And he wrote this on my slip, the amounts. And then I did the multiplication and put these here. And I was like, well, like, it's not ideal, but I'll deal with it, right? Like, I already knew that I was going to have to go home, figure out, like, the places where I was going to put a 50. Now it's going to have to be a 25, you know. It have to find change. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, the point of the fact of the matter is I have been paid, and you know, having to do all that, I would not be showing you what I'm about to show you at the end of this video. But for now, just know that it's time for me to set up my planner. You've already seen my digital budget, and yes, we need to decorate for the month of May. A couple things I've already done in here. April is all over with. You can see all the check marks. Check, 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 check. This $5 for my Wells Fargo 2 account, it is actually not going to come out because I guess whenever you have an automatic deposit, that gets waived. It did happen to me last month as well, where I thought I was going to have to pay this, but my payday was the day before, and then I kept this $5. So I think that must be the way that it works. So yeah, I didn't have to pay the $5, which is fantastic. And then I believe the same thing is going to happen to me in the month of May, because according to my job, my payday is on the 29th. And that Wells Fargo would be coming out the next day on the 30th, and there's 31 days. So I'll probably offset this one too, but I'm gonna leave it here just because. Okay, now in pencil, I wrote all my bills out here. And I think before I even start working on the bills, what I need to do is pull out my border for the month of May. So back to my, back to this. And probably for May, I love the flowers so much. I'm probably gonna do these May flowers. Would I prefer to do something a little bit thinner? Oh, what is this? Are these flowers? Oh, but it's got too much brown in it. That feels very fall to me. Yeah, so I think I'm just going to stick with this one for the month of May. I don't have anything else May-like with flowers in it. This is like very subtle and understated. Let's see. Yeah, I don't really have anything else. And I'm actually not going to sit here and go crazy over it. I'm just gonna make the decision and move forward. So I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, why not? This looks good to me. Let's do these flowers right here. It's too thick, so I'm going to have to make these. I need room, first of all. The reason why my wallet is here is because I've already cash stuffed my wallet for the month. If you want to see my budget, it is 20, 40, 50, 65, 66, 67, $68 for gas this month. I've been doing really good on gas. I've been trying not to go anywhere with these crazy gas prices. Just makes you want to stay home. For groceries, I did do a little bit of shopping at the very tail end of April, which you saw on my last video. So I do have a lot of food in the refrigerator. And so therefore I have $20, $40, $60, $70 for the month. That's $35 for the first 2 weeks and $35 for the second 2 weeks. And if I go to Aldi, I can do amazing things at Aldi and at Northgate. You saw how much money I spent on meat at Northgate. Meat is not an issue for me at all. So yeah, $35 for each week. Although the first week of May, I have plenty of groceries in there. I still have chicken. I still have, what was it? Oh my gosh, a lot of crab meat. I still have bacon. I still have all kinds of things. I'm fine. I'm fine. Dining out, what did I give myself? I gave myself $20 for dining out. And I also have like a McDonald's, like, you know, when you do the mix survey and then they give you the code and it's like, if you buy one sandwich, you get one free. So don't judge me on McDonald's. Sometimes you just want a McDouble. Sometimes, okay? That's all I'm saying. And then for personal, I have $20 as well. And usually personal is like, honestly, personal is like Etsy. And then household has $5, even though I do get the $10 credit at CVS. My daughter was really sick lately and I went to CVS and I spent my $10 credit on getting her some Ensure. So I only spent $1.38 for the 6-pack of Ensure. So that's how I used it for that month. Now I can put this away. All right. Okay, what did I order on Etsy? I ordered some new, let me bring this back out. I ordered some new envelopes. These were just some cheapy ones that I got from Temu, but they're ripping. So I ordered some cute ones from Lily Budgets. So I'm gonna have new envelopes in my wallet really soon. Okay, back to this. Let me get this going. And I guess what I'll do is I'll just speed this part up. Right, it is finished. This is what it is looking like with the flowers. I think they're perfect for May. Please go to my Ko-fi coffee shop and check out my May. I have a tiny, a mini, and I have a bank slip. Sorry I don't have them printed out for you, but I'll show them to you in the next video. But I do have, if you go to my channel and you click on post, you will see it there. Now what I need to do is I need to prep all of my bills stickers. I'm gonna have plenty. Like, I'm not even gonna count them. I already know I just need to cut more. And the reason why I cut these is because they're too long and I kind of have to cut them to fit the page. But I bought these off of Temu and I really love them and they're very affordable, so cutting them is nothing. It's really, it's not wasteful to me at all. Let me put this here. okay. If you're wondering where I got this planner from, this monthly planner, which has all months for 2026 and 2027, I did buy this off of Temu as well. It does the job. Okay, so let's get ready to write out my bills. First, I want to do some cutting because they don't fit. You know what? I should just use my paper slicer for this. Yeah, because I need to know where to cut this, and I think I do want to cut it like right there. I think that's perfect. That's actually perfect. Ooh, that might have been a little too much. That's okay. I think about right there. Nope. Yes. Yes or no, Christine? Let's see. How's everyone doing? How is your April ending and your May beginning? I am a little bit tired. I am a little bit exhausted, and I need a break. I definitely need a break. I need a vacation. I need a something. Okay, let me write my bills down, and then I can start putting them inside. So give me a little bit and I will have these all filled in. Okay, so I got my green tea with stevia, and I have my tool. So I can get started on this now. So let's start with this one. I think we're going in this order. Stash, $3. That is the monthly fee for Stash, which is my investment app. I have been using Stash for, I don't know, 5 years now, more than 5 years. Oh, and what am I kidding myself? I've been using Stash since, I want to say 2018. So yeah, definitely 7 or 8 years. Apple, and that is for the obvious. And then we have Apple here again. So of course, Apple is like, you know, your storage space on your phone, stuff like that. I did make these too big. CVS for the month. There's my $6 to get the $10 credit. And then I have my first student loan payment. I split my student loan payments into 2, and that kind of staves off the interest on those loans. What was under that? Oh yeah, Freeway. Freeway is my insurance for my Jeep. And when I got it refinanced, I got this rate, but I'm going to shop for a lower rate once I'm done with this one, which isn't until September. Next we have Stash again. So we're here. Are we here? Yeah. This is the one. And this is the $2 that I invest every month in my gold. And I know it seems very small, but gold is worth a lot right now, and even just $2 every month is making a huge difference. Stash, $1. I believe this one is going into Nvidia. I never show how much money I have in investments on this channel. One, because me showing it to you would be very boring, and 2, I just don't want to. You know, we gotta hold some things sacred around here. Let's see, DMV, this is going to be for my tags, which are due in May, $276, which is already fully funded. And then we have Self Inc. And then we have my Visa payment. I think I'm paying off the, yeah, this is for Etsy. Then we have Klarna is for another Etsy. What else did I buy? I bought something from Sav Saves again. Fidelity, I had to raid my, I said I would never do it and I had to do it. I had to raid my high yield savings, and now I'm trying to pay it back. So a total of $100 is going to go into Fidelity. 15 automatically goes in every month whether I want it to or not, and then I'm just adding another 85 so that I can get at least another 100 in it, and I'm planning on bulking this up even further this month. Exeter, okay, Exeter is my car payment, right? That's my insurance. This is my actual car payment. By the way, Exeter. So I'm supposed to be making an additional $168 a month payment on my car to pay it down, and I haven't even started to do it yet. And the reason why is because and another reason why I need to take some time off too is for my mental health too. I just want to put money back into my high yield savings, and I had a wonderful opportunity to skip my rent this month. This will never happen, has never happened in my entire life, and I'm taking the time and the advantage of bulking up my high yield savings, especially now that it has been depleted. I depleted it by half, and I have to make up for that. But I'm also going to put this extra bit of money in it too. So hope this is a very uneventful month. My car is working fine. Worked everything out with Southern California Edison, which it turned out that my $28 a month was a payment plan, and that I owed the remainder of that, and it ended up being $276 that I was not ready for. And so I was like, what? And then I had to pull from my cash emergency fund binder to pay for that. And so I'm very depleted right now in terms of my emergency binder and my high yield savings. And with all the uncertainty of the world and everything, this 1 month off of rent, I'm just paying those things back, trying to just pay myself back for any IOUs I have, and then just put some extra money in my high yield savings and get back on track. And not even just get back on track, but get ahead. All right. So then we have Spectrum, which is phone, internet, and of course, you all know I'm still paying for half of my daughter's bills. So there's that. Okay, then we have Stash on the 22nd. And the regular every month Fidelity payment of $15. Always on the 22nd. Netflix, did you all get that email that Netflix is raising its price by $2? I used to pay $18 a month, and now it's $20 a month. And I watch Netflix a lot, so I am not going to get rid of it. It's one of the only subscriptions that I actually have that I have to have. Like, I don't have a lot of subscriptions. If I had them, you would see them on here. So the Apple's a subscription, Netflix is a subscription, nothing else on here is a subscription. Oh, CBS is kind of a subscription, but that's it. So I'm not gonna get rid of Netflix. I'm just gonna pay the extra $2. And as you can see, what's missing from here is rent. So no rent this month. As you know, I do pay rent. It goes into a family trust. So I am paying rent market rate rent, but it goes into the family trust on this property, which has been paid off, and it just goes toward taxes, HOA, which is really high here, and my HOA is like almost $900 a month, taxes and water, and sometimes special assessment comes up, so the money will come out of there. So that is my entire bills for May. Now it's time for me to put in some of the little decorations. This is my favorite part. Yeah. So my beautiful mom is turning 91. Her birthday, oh, these are so pretty. Her birthday is in May. I want to go a little bit more pink, and I want to definitely just lean right into the floral with this one. And yeah, her birthday's coming up, so there's that. And I will give her a birthday sticker. So yay for my mama. I just talked to her on the phone last night too. I am very blessed, everyone. I just have to let you know that, and I know where my blessings come from. So I am very prayerful and thankful every day of my life for my life. So birthday, I have to cut it down also because, again, these stickers are they're just a little bit big, just a little bit. So I'll just do this. Just make it a little lower, like that. There. And my mom's name is Ruby, so I gotta get a pretty ruby color for her. So I gotta put Mom. I don't know how many more birthdays I'm gonna have with my mom, so I'm gonna try to make this one really special. It's really sad for me to think about, but you just never know. You just never know. And then I want to, let's see, I also have my brother's birthday. Let me not forget my brother, David. He is my oldest brother. I have two older brothers. I am the baby. I am not spoiled. Well, I am not, in my estimation, spoiled. My mom spoiled me. But my dad and my brothers, oh my God. It was like, I had to survive my brothers, to be honest with you, because my mom thought she was going to have another boy, and they didn't have ultrasounds back then. And so she told my brothers that she was going to go to the hospital and she was going to come home with Matthew, and she told them that throughout her pregnancy. And then when she came home with me, my brothers instantly hated me, and they wanted Matthew, and they told her they wanted Matthew, and my life was a living hell after that. And I am not exaggerating in the slightest. They even had all their friends turn against me. They bullied me. My name was Ugline. They and all their friends called me that so much that this is a true story, you all. I just have to say, this is an absolute true story. One of my really good close friends growing up, her brother was also calling me Ugline. Like, my brothers had everybody, all of their friends calling me Ugline. And because they were my two older brothers, that was a big world that I had to live in. Them and all their friends in the house all the time, and and me trying to get their approval. So, and then as a grown-up, like literally in my 40s. His mother died, and I went to the funeral because I was close friends with his sister growing up. And at the funeral, mind you, I hadn't seen him for decades, okay? He turned around at the funeral and he looked at me and he goes, "Oh, it's Uggeline." Like, he said it to me like I would be like, huh, like a term of endearment. It was never a term of endearment for me. It was always a bullying name. And the look on my face must have really made him feel like, you know what? Because he was just like, "Oh my God, I'm sorry. You know, you grew up to be very beautiful, blah, blah, blah." And I must have looked at him with daggers. I certainly felt daggers when he said it. I mean, how do you say that to someone when they're a grown person and you're supposedly a grown person at a funeral that they are attending on behalf of your family? How do you turn around and say that to somebody, right? So, now listen. My brother, my oldest brother now, whose birthday is here, he is very close to me. He's like very good, very kind, calls every Sunday. You know, he and I are really the ones that are taking care of the family estate and all of that. He's super responsible. You know, he is that guy. I didn't feel that way when I was a kid, but now I'm as far as siblings go, we have a really good time. So his birthday is coming up. So the end of the story is I am Dr. Christine, and Uggeline left the building a long time ago. No one can tell me anything different. All right. I think, do I want to do? Yes. So that was my story time. Thank you for listening. All right. Don't you just hate bullies? I hate bullies. Can't stand them. Don't like them. All right. Let me see. I want to do something more on the lighter pink side. Okay. So this is what it's looking like right now. I got all the stickers on there. It's very, very Mayflower floral. And I'm going to stop right there because I want to get on to the next thing. And I guess it's just how I'm feeling right now. I have nothing to complain about. Yeah, my daughter's not feeling the best. Yeah, I have to recover from a financial setback, but I did have the cash. Yes, my childhood friend got diagnosed with cancer and it's at a bad stage, but I'm hopeful. I just am feeling kind of like, I don't know. I don't want to bring you all down, that's for sure. But I do want to say this. After I went through that at the bank and couldn't get the denominations that I wanted to have, I had to kind of reset everything. And I had to literally go through my binders, and I had to also make change and do all sorts of like hoops and jumps and everything. So I just want to show this to you. Each of my binders has all of the money in it that it needs, and I will be cash stuffing all of these in other videos. Okay, all of these. So starting with my emergency fund, as you can see here, I've got the cash in here. I'm gonna cash stuff this in a different video. Tiny Tuesdays, the money is already here. We're set to go for Tuesday. Also, I decided that this is now going to be my future grandma binder. I do have the future grandma envelope here. We'll make this my future grandma binder. I already have all the cash, as you can see. I'm totally and completely ready. I just did not want to, after all that work I did, and it took me a long time, you guys, to figure the math out on it. I didn't want to take the money and put it back in one big pile again and sit here and go, okay, everybody, I came back from the bank and this is all the money. I didn't want to do it. I just kept it the way it was already in the binder. But I do want to show you that I did get paid, and I will be cash stuffing these binders in another set of videos. So thank you all so much for being here, for supporting me all the time. I see you in the comments. I know who you are. I really appreciate you. I'm sorry if this felt a little weird. I feel a little weird right now, and I think I just need a break. I think that's all there is to it. I might film everything ahead of time and then just release them as I normally do. I probably will do that just to be able to stay consistent with you all, show you my journey, but at the same time, just kind of buy back some of my time, because I do need some time right now, everyone. So with that being said, stay psyched for saving. Bye.